Squid fishing is a popular fishing activity in many coastal areas, especially in countries with long coastlines like Vietnam. Squid often live in deep sea areas, where there is high salinity and clear water, so catching this creature requires fishermen to have experience and use appropriate means. The most popular method today is squid fishing with lights. At night, fishermen use small boats or large fishing boats, equipped with high-power headlights to shine down on the water surface to attract squid. The light has the effect of luring squid to surface near the water. At this time, people will use specialized fishing rods with fake hooks that are shaped and colored like the prey to lure squid to bite the hook. In addition, some places also use trawls or squid traps to catch large quantities. Especially during the breeding season when squid are more concentrated, the fishing process requires patience, observation skills and quick manipulation because squid are very flexible and can easily run away when they feel danger. After being caught, the squid is kept cold on board to maintain its freshness. Then transported to shore for consumption or processing. Squid fishing not only brings a stable income to many fishermen but also contributes to the development of the local seafood and culinary tourism industry. However, squid fishing also has many potential difficulties and risks, especially when operating at sea at night. Unpredictable weather, big waves, strong winds or even storms can threaten the lives and property of fishermen. Therefore, before each trip to sea, people often have to carefully monitor weather forecasts and prepare full safety equipment such as life jackets, communication equipment and GPS positioning systems. In addition, overexploitation is also posing major challenges to the conservation of natural squid resources. Without proper management and sustainable exploitation measures, squid resources can seriously decline, affecting the long-term livelihoods of the fishing community. Therefore, many localities and organizations have encouraged the use of environmentally friendly fishing methods. Limited the fishing of baby squid, and established seasonal fishing ban areas to allow squid to reproduce and develop. In addition, investing in post-harvest preservation technology, such as quick freezing or drying, also helps increase the economic value of squid products and minimize post-harvest losses. In short, squid fishing is not only a traditional labor activity, but also an indispensable part of the cultural and economic life of many coastal areas, requiring a combination of folk experience and modern science for sustainable development, not only stopping at catching and preserving. After being brought ashore, squid also goes through many different processing stages to serve the domestic and export markets. Fresh squid can be classified right at the fishing port, then transferred to processing facilities to be cleaned, separated from the internal organs, washed many times with seawater or clean water to remove dirt and fishy smell. Depending on the purpose of consumption, squid can be processed into many different forms such as packaged fresh squid, dried squid, sun squid, steamed squid, seasoned squid or frozen squid for export. Each type of product has strict requirements on food hygiene and safety and quality, especially for exports to demanding markets such as Japan, Korea, Europe or the US. In addition, squid is also used as an ingredient to process many famous specialties such as grilled squid with satay, fried squid with fish sauce, stuffed squid or stir-fried squid with garlic and celery, creating a rich and attractive culinary cultural value, thanks to its high nutritional value. Rich in protein, low in fat and essential minerals, squid is increasingly popular with consumers. In general, from the stage of catching at sea to processing and consumption, the squid industry not only brings a stable source of income for tens of thousands of coastal workers but also contributes to increasing the added value of the fisheries industry. Promoting the development of the marine economy in a modern and sustainable direction. In addition to its economic value, squid fishing also bears a strong cultural and spiritual imprint of coastal residents. Many coastal fishing villages, especially in the central and southern regions, have traditional festivals associated with the fishing industry, such as the Praying for Fishermen ceremony, the first sailing ceremony of the year to pray for a favorable harvest. Calm seas and full holds of squid. Nighttime sailing trips to catch squid are not only a way to make a living but are also closely associated with the memories, emotions and lifestyles of many generations of fishermen. The sound of the ship's engine rumbling in the middle of the night, the fishing lights illuminating the sea and sky, and the cheers when the squid bite the hook, all create a vivid, emotional picture of life at sea. In particular, in recent years, community tourism activities have also been combining the exploitation of the night squid fishing experience as an attractive form of ecotourism, helping visitors better understand sea labor and the lives of fishermen. Thanks to that, squid fishing not only plays a key economic role but also contributes to preserving and promoting the cultural identity of the sea, connecting the past with the present and opening up new directions in local economic development. In the context of climate change, marine pollution and increasing exploitation pressure, maintaining and developing squid fishing in a sustainable direction, harmonizing economic benefits and resource protection is an urgent task, requiring close coordination between fishermen, authorities and marine conservation organizations to move towards an efficient and sustainable squid fishing industry in the future. The application of scientific and technological advances in production is becoming increasingly important. Many fishing vessels are now equipped with satellite positioning systems, fish finders, seawater temperature sensors and fishing ground forecasting software. Helping fishermen accurately determine locations with a lot of squid, saving time, fuel and increasing output. At the same time, reorganizing production in the form of teams. Cooperatives or fishing cooperatives also help small fishing households connect with each other to share experiences, support each other when facing difficulties at sea, reduce risks of natural disasters and increase competitiveness in the market. The state and non-governmental organizations are also implementing many programs to support fishermen, such as training in safe fishing techniques, providing preferential loans to convert boats, or building fishing ports and storm shelters. Not only that, the strengthening of international cooperation in the conservation of marine resources, the establishment of jointly managed exploitation areas, and the control of fishing according to quotas and seasons are also being promoted to protect the marine ecosystem and ensure long-term livelihoods for fishermen. All these efforts show that the squid fishing industry is transforming towards modernization and professionalization. While still preserving its traditional characteristics. In the future, if given proper attention and investment, the squid fishing industry will not only maintain its role as the main source of income for many coastal communities but also become a typical model for sustainable marine economic development. associated with resource protection and preservation of national culture. Moreover, squid is not only a common seafood but also a symbol of the life closely connected between people and the sea. From the image of squid with soft, flexible tentacles, coastal people have created many handicraft products, paintings, folk tales and even songs and chants with the sound of the sea. In culinary culture, squid has gone beyond the framework of family dishes, becoming a specialty representing the sea. Appearing in culinary festivals, high-class restaurant menus and even regional souvenirs such as Phan Thiet One sun-dried squid, Kota dried squid, Nha Trang tamarind glazed squid. Each squid product not only has economic value but also contains the story of the land, of the people and of hard work amidst the storms. The presence of squid fishing in daily life has contributed to creating a unique identity for each coastal region. From customs, practices to livelihoods and community lifestyle. Therefore, preserving and developing the squid fishing profession is not only preserving a traditional profession, but also preserving the soul of marine culture, connecting nature, people, economy in a harmonious and sustainable relationship. In the future, if we can effectively combine technology, ecological conservation and cultural factors, the squid fishing profession will certainly continue to develop strongly, playing an important role in the marine economic development strategy and contributing to enriching the spiritual life of coastal communities in Vietnam in addition to its clear economic, cultural and social values. Squid fishing also contributes to consolidating the sovereignty of the sea and islands by maintaining the regular presence of fishermen in offshore waters. Each ship going to sea is not only a means of production but also a living milestone, affirming national sovereignty over the country's waters. Fishermen who stick to the sea day and night, catching squid in traditional fishing grounds such as Hoang Sa and Trong Sa not only earn a living but also demonstrate the patriotism and indomitable will of the Vietnamese people. In difficult times such as natural disasters, price fluctuations or disputes at sea, they still maintain the spirit of solidarity, support each other and are determined not to leave the sea. Therefore, paying attention to investing in squid fishing also means building an economic position combined with a solid national defense and security at sea. In addition, the squid fishing industry also creates a long economic value chain, from fishing, preservation, processing, distribution, consumption, leading to a series of other industries such as fishing gear manufacturing, shipbuilding, coal transport. Seafood trade, restaurants, hotels. Thanks to that, the squid fishing industry not only helps thousands of fishermen have stable jobs but also creates conditions for overall economic development for many coastal localities. In the context of globalization and climate change posing many challenges, protecting and promoting the comprehensive values that the squid fishing industry brings is extremely necessary, contributing to building a blue, modern and rich marine economy with Vietnamese identity. To maintain and develop the squid fishing industry sustainably in the future, there needs to be close coordination between the state, people and scientific organizations. First of all, the state needs to issue and strictly enforce regulations on fishing ground management, fishing seasons and the minimum size of squid allowed to be exploited, to ensure that resources are not exhausted. At the same time, it is necessary to invest in upgrading fishing infrastructure such as fishing ports, storm shelters, modern processing plants and a synchronous fishing logistics system. At the same time, vocational training programs, technical training, and financial support, especially for young fishermen, will help improve the capacity and motivation for the next generation to continue the traditional profession. On the other hand, research institutes and universities need to promote research on squid biology, apply biotechnology in small-scale experimental squid farming, and develop environmentally friendly fishing methods such as biological lighting and biodegradable artificial baits, helping to reduce pressure on the marine environment. In addition, promoting the image of the squid industry internationally through sea tourism, food festivals, documentaries or community education programs is also an effective way to raise awareness and value of this traditional profession in modern society. It can be said that squid fishing is not only a production activity but also the crystallization of folk knowledge, human bravery and ocean potential, if planned, supported and developed in the right direction. The squid fishing industry will certainly continue to play an important role in the comprehensive marine economic development strategy, providing stable livelihoods for tens of thousands of fishermen and contributing to affirming Vietnam's position on the world marine economic map. Finally, an indispensable factor in the development of squid fishing is to raise public awareness of protecting marine resources and the environment. Each fisherman, each squid worker is not only an exploiter but also a preserver of the ocean for future generations. Limiting the discharge of plastic waste into the ocean, not using destructive fishing methods such as explosives, electricity or nets with excessively small meshes, are practical actions to protect the marine ecosystem, where squid and thousands of other aquatic species live. Along with that, movements such as Fishermen Join Hands to Protect the Ocean, Green, Clean, Safe Fishing Boats, or the No Trash Sea program are gradually spreading and expanding in many coastal localities. These small but regular and persistent actions are contributing to creating a better living environment for marine life and a more sustainable future for fisheries in general and squid in particular. At the same time, when the squid fishing industry is developed in a green, clean, responsible direction, Vietnamese squid products will have the opportunity to increase their value in the international market, enhancing the competitiveness and image of Vietnamese seafood. From there, the squid fishing industry is not only a livelihood for a coastal community but also becomes a representative of a modern marine economy, rich in humanity and connected with nature. With the cooperation of the whole society, the squid fishing industry will continue to shine, like sparkling lights on the night sea, illuminating the sustainable journey of humans on the vast ocean. In the future, the squid fishing industry can also expand many new potentials if it knows how to harmoniously combine tradition and innovation. One of the promising directions is to develop squid farming in artificial conditions. Although squid farming still faces many technical challenges due to the special biological habits of this species, with the advancement of marine biotechnology, successful research on commercial squid farming models will create a major breakthrough, reduce the pressure on exploitation in the wild and open up a new direction for the fisheries industry. In addition, developing marine experience tourism, especially tours such as following night squid fishing boats, exploring fishermen's lives, or participating in fishing village festivals, will help increase fishermen's income, creating added value from familiar production activities. These authentic experiences not only bring excitement to tourists but also contribute to educating the community, especially the younger generation, about love for the sea and islands, respect for labor and natural resources. At the same time, building a brand for squid products, from names, packaging to geographical indications, is also an important direction to help affirm the position of Vietnamese squid in the international market. When squid fishing is viewed not only from an economic perspective but also as a cultural symbol, a natural asset and a source of national pride, it will have the opportunity to develop more comprehensively and sustainably, with a long-term, synchronous strategy and the joint efforts of all social classes. The squid fishing industry can completely become an important pillar in the modern Vietnamese marine economy. Closely linked to the country's aspiration to reach out to the Great Ocean, another important factor in the sustainable development of squid fishing is to increase the participation of international organizations and communities in marine conservation and exploitation. International agreements and cooperation in the field of fisheries, especially memoranda of understanding on marine resource management and protection, need to be strictly implemented to ensure that the exploitation of squid and other aquatic species does not harm the global marine ecosystem. Organizations such as the FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, and marine environmental protection associations can play an important role in providing scientific solutions, technical guidance and sustainable fishing policies. In addition, cooperation between coastal countries and fishermen from different seas is also an effective way to protect marine resources, avoiding overfishing and uncontrolled fishing. Along with that, encouraging circular economic models in the fisheries industry is also an innovative solution. For example, instead of focusing solely on fishing and consumption, squid byproducts such as squid shells and processed byproducts can be reused to produce animal feed, organic fertilizers, or products for the cosmetics industry. Recycling and utilizing resources from the squid industry itself will help minimize negative impacts on the environment and optimize profits from a fishing value chain. In addition, creating a united fishing community, conscious of protecting marine resources, and using high technology in catching and preserving squid will create a solid strength for this profession. Each fisherman is not only a worker but also a sea protector, someone responsible for preserving life under the ocean. Community models, cooperatives or fishermen's alliances can contribute to creating a strong force, helping workers access resources, share experiences, and apply new initiatives to squid fishing. These steps not only help maintain squid fishing as a traditional occupation but also open up a promising future, when this profession becomes an important part of the development of the marine economy, contributing to the sustainable development of coastal communities, while protecting and promoting the invaluable values that the